Hi there. Good morning. Happy Thursday at 7:30 here on Breakfast with Bridgett, live on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. I'm your host, Bridgett Ellison. Hope you're off to a good start. I know that I was a little bit disappointed as I approached 5 a.m. and realized it was not Friday. But Cafecito arrived just shortly thereafter, and I felt a little bit better. But we are in for another hot day, and we'll get to the weather in just a second. We also have Trooper Steve on patrol today with a new pup from Orange County Animal Services named Boo. We'll meet that furry friend in just a bit. Also today, we'll talk about putting your cape away, which is a movement for working moms to help them feel successful, motivated, and positive as they juggle all of the balls and spinning plates. And meteorologist Candace Campos and I know all about that. And it is a bit of a super mom spirit you have to have, but we can put our capes away, Candace. So we'll learn about that today.
I am all ears on that one, Bridget, because you become a mom and you have this whole new identity that, you different ways of embracing it and managing it all. And so I'm really excited to hear that guest. But you know what? Listen, I hope nobody is out there in their superhero gear because it is going to be a hot one. Unless you're superhero gear,
Short
it's
sleeves.
shorts and t-shirts or a bathing suit, then you should be good to go. It is going to be a hot afternoon. Temperatures will be back into low 90s, and we're going to get more closer to like 100 degrees. So as we head into your holiday weekend,
Oof.
there is not a lot of rain in sight. So make sure you got the sprinklers going because it is going to get toasty. I sent out our morning weather push that says the heat rages on because I don't know, when temperatures start getting that hot, everything seems more difficult. Like even it's hard to cool down your home sometimes, right? So let's look here at weather story. Again, it's getting hot. Temperatures by the weekend are going to get close to near record highs. By Memorial Day, as you're making those plans for everyone who's maybe staying local or visiting us, visiting us, it is going to be hot. Maybe a few isolated showers if you're lucky. Look at the water vapor imagery. We're basically kind of in a squeeze play. We've got moisture to our north, moisture to our south, and we're just kind of in this ribbon of dry air. Now, that dry air will continue to kind of linger for the next few days. So as the sea breeze develops, like it will every day from now until November, that sea breeze will continue to push inland, but you see the cloud cover develops, but no rain is picked up, and that is because we just don't have any real available moisture to work with. So rain chances for today stay very slim at only about 10%. And as we look here at your afternoon forecast, temperatures are going to be in the low 90s. By today, 93 will be your forecast high. And we're going to continue to see those temperatures climb. We're going to be back. We're talking back into the upper 90s as we head into your Monday, feeling at times like the triple digits. Now, if we start getting those feels like temperatures at 105 or warmer, National Weather Service might issue a heat advisory for Monday. Right now, Monday looks to be the highest chance for an advisory if we get to that point. But again, it is just going to roast this weekend. Luckily, though, for Memorial Day weekend, people tend to find ways of staying cool. Here in Central Florida, this is not a surprise that it's getting hot. But making sure if you're beachside or poolside, making sure you're staying hydrated or you're finding those breaks either in the water or in the AC. Now, rain chances, though, do come Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be up to about a 40%, where we will start to see more of that typical weather pattern. So making sure you're watering your lawn, your plants, and keeping yourself and your family hydrated. As the moms of the superheroes, making sure that everybody has their water bottles, because God knows
Yes.
they can't go to the grocery store without the water bottles.
My son was sweating when I picked him up yesterday, and
Yeah.
he had run out of water in his water bottle. So I said, okay, we got to get you a bigger water bottle.
Yeah. Or
Or
fill it,
take two.
even.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Just a quick update. We were talking about the hurricane season. You want me to show you some little
yes,
hurricane?
that's coming up on
Little
June 3rd.
June 3rd. Yeah, that's our hurricane special.
And so, you have several stories that the weather team's been working on related to the preparations and what goes into the forecasting around hurricanes. And so what's the latest news with the hurricane season?
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, whether you're a seasoned Floridian or you just moved here, there's always something new and innovative. There's some cool little facts that I learned about preparing your home that I didn't realize it, or different angles to take pictures on. So that way, when you're getting, if you have any damage, you can go to your insurance company and your photos are shot the right way, that
Yeah.
they can't spin it back on you. You know what I mean? So there's some interesting things. Yeah, I'm a Floridian. I was born and raised here in Florida. I know how to prepare for a storm. But I learned from my other meteorologists some interesting facts. So, it's a great little tool to have, and kind of see a lot of behind the scenes stuff too, which is also kind
Mm-hmm.
of cool. One of my favorite segments that we have on the special is a kind of a roundtable with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells and our investigator Mike DeForest, who were both here during 2004. And some people who might remember, DeForest was the one reporter in Central Florida who still had a live shot during Hurricane Charlie when
Wow.
power was going out and things, it was the brunt
Yeah.
of the storm was happening. So they kind of recount it and talk about it and show you some. DeForest always loves walking around, still to this day, with a was like a camcorder, and he loves recording things. And you see some of his personal videos from behind the scenes.
Yes.
So just a really cool, you know, information preparation, what to do after a storm too. So again, a real jam-packed hour of great
Yes.
information for anybody, seasoned or not. A quick look, tropical outlook. No development is expected within the next 2 to 7 days. But I do want to show you yesterday afternoon, the National Weather Service designated the first tropical wave of 2024. And why is that important? Even though it's not expected to develop, it's the sign of the changing times. We're starting to transition to La Nina pattern, which tends to promote more development in the tropics. But this is what I want to show you. When you get water temperatures above 80 degrees, that's when you start having that ability to develop something tropically. And we've been seeing temperatures in the 80s now for months. So abnormally warm water temperatures.
Mm.
Hurricane season, again, officially begins in 9 days. If you count today, June 1st, and then June 3rd, like you just said, we'll have a hurricane special right here on News 6 at 8 p.m. And then we have the Insider After Hours that you then hop onto News 6 Plus, and then you can watch a fun Q&A with the entire weather team. We really enjoy it. It's nice to all
Mm-hmm.
be together without a storm threatening, because that's when we all get to see each other, is when weather is bad or during the special.
There's just a great mix of the preparedness as well as that historian viewpoint, like you said, like
Mm-hmm.
with DeForest and all those archives, and
Right.
walking down memory lane, and we share the lessons that we've learned and all the tips and tricks, and just it gives you a sense of comfort and getting ready, and also you get to know you guys a little bit better, so it's
Yeah.
great. Mm-hmm.
My word of my advice to anybody is don't panic, just prepare. No matter what the numbers look like, what the outlook looks like, is above,
Mm-hmm.
below, which is going to be an above average season. But
Mm-hmm.
it only takes one to make a memorable season. NOAA will be issuing their official forecast, their outlook for this season's upcoming hurricane season at 10 o'clock this morning. I will be on that call, so will Jonathan Keggis. And
Mm-hmm.
then any updates we get, we'll send it on clickorlando.com and then bring it live starting at noon today.
Yeah, looking forward to that breakdown. All right,
Mhm.
thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to check in with Trooper Steve. He's on patrol today with a furry friend. I'm so excited that you have another one of these coming up today. Good morning.
Good morning, Bridget. We get to feature an animal once a month, and it is that day once again. And we'll be headed back out to Orange County Animal Services today to meet Boo. Boo is just a delight. Now look at this face. Look at the
I
color on Boo.
know. Just gorgeous.
Boo is about 6 years old. He has been at the shelter, unfortunately, for
Oh.
71 days.
Hmm.
He is a sweet stray, and unfortunately continues to be overlooked just because he's got that look, and it's a look that a lot of people associate with aggression. But from what
Oh.
I am told, Boo is an affectionate little drooly, cuddly little man. And so if anyone's watching this right now, having their breakfast with Bridget, and you're thinking, man, I'm in the market for a dog. So I want you to tune in today at 10:30 right here where you're watching Bridget at. And we're going to meet Boo and just see what he's like. From what I'm told, he is not the biggest fan of other dogs. No aggressiveness. Just, I'm not a big fan of certain people,
He's an
and I
only.
avoid them. So right. He loves people. In my eyes, this is the kind of dog that if someone is alone, you're looking for that extra companion in your life. I think Boo's going to be the guy for you. So, Bridgett,
Hmm.
today that's going to be at 10:30. Clickorlando.com, and I hope anybody and everybody will watch us. I know we are going for a streak at this point. We've got all our dogs adopted that we have featured
Yay.
on Trooper Steve on Patrol. So hopefully Boo will be the next one. Again, it's just all dogs are gorgeous. All dogs have a special purpose, and cats too. I'm hopefully maybe we can do a cat next month. But once you meet the dogs, your whole vibe changes
Hmm.
based off of the image of the dog. Because look, he looks a little aggressive. He has that aggressive look. But when he's smiling and he's drooling on you and you just love it on Boo, there's no aggressiveness. Look at me.
So
I'm
sweet.
ready,
I
and I haven't
know.
even met
I
Boo
know.
yet.
So it's 10:30. We'll be watching. How's
Yes,
traffic?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Traffic is interesting this morning, so let's talk about it. So right now, I've been watching that one crash. It's a little blurry out there, but eastbound 528 at the 1 mile marker, that puts us close to, I don't even know what entrance drive is, but mile marker one puts us at International Drive. So as you're cruising out there, headed towards the airport this morning, all I'm asking is just make sure you're paying attention, please. Outside of that, things pretty smooth. For Orange County, we do have some delays out by Lake Mary, obviously in Seminole County, but 436, you guys are looking pretty good. And then Deltona. Deltona, you've seen some delays this morning outside of Orange City along westbound I-4. DOT Cam was showing those delays here. You can see those westbound lanes barely cruising by there, about 15, 20 miles an hour. Again, increase your following distance and we'll be good to go. Let's look at our drive times this morning. I-4 westbound, so from John Young to 27, 39 minutes, almost a 40-minute drive. Lake Mary, not bad. And opposite direction, 33 minutes coming in from Champions Gate. Now, Ezzy's been talking about the airport all morning long. We know it's Memorial Day weekend, so if you're getting ready to you're heading out this morning, I picked 3 points of Central Florida. I'm going to have to add some more. But right now, if you're coming in from Claremont, it's about a 41-minute drive. If you're coming in from the east side, like 417, you're going to take 528, 436 to get to the airport. It's about an hour. And if you're coming from Kissimmee, not bad. I'm talking downtown Kissimmee to Simpson to MCO, 25-minute drive. So, Bridgett, overall, not a horrible morning,
Hmm.
but it is Memorial Day weekend. And a lot of people choose this weekend to spend time with their family, go out and about, little travel tips and stuff like that. People just need to pay attention. That's it. And just remember, it is not a celebration. It is a day that we memorialize the men and women who have sacrificed their lives for the great weekend in which we are about to have.
Yes, and just a lot going on, graduation, school, getting out. So definitely a very busy
Right?
weekend
Yeah.
too out there on those roads. Well, thanks, Trooper Steve. We'll
So,
see
yes,
you.
please take it easy. Bye.
Bye. And tomorrow's Friday. We both thought it was Friday for a second. All right. Well, speaking of busy, Ezzy Castro is out at the airport and she's taking a look at what could be the busiest travel day we've seen for this Friday going into this weekend since 2019.
If you're planning to travel for Memorial Day weekend, you might want to get to the airport early. According to the FAA, today is expected to be the busiest air travel day since 2019, with more than 53,000 flights nationwide.
Driving and air travel are both putting up big numbers this year and some of the highest we've seen on record.
The AAA Auto Club is expecting 2.5 million Floridians will travel either by air or by car. In fact, experts say Orlando, Miami, and Fort Lauderdale are among the top U.S. destinations this holiday weekend.
Consumer spending is still extremely strong, and Americans are still making their primary expense on travel, making memories. So that's still a top priority for people across the board.
If you are planning to fly, especially around Orlando International Airport, if you are going to a flight and you need to park your car, take it from me because I flew last weekend to visit family. Give yourself extra time for the parking process because the parking decks are now pretty much closed most of the time and you will need to park remotely and ride the shuttle. In my case, I was in the west parking lot and I didn't even ride a shuttle. I rode a huge Greyhound bus-sized bus over to the airport and back to get my car. So plan ahead for that extra time to do all of that and make your flight or get home on time, whatever you're trying to do out there. All right, so we want to get over to Miss Zena Stevens this morning. She's a special guest that we have on. She's the CEO and founder of Put Your Cape Away. Good morning, Zena. How are you?
Morning, Bridget. I'm doing really well. How are you?
Great, great. We talk so much about mental health, we talk about entrepreneurship, and you have 15 years experience working with Fortune 500 companies, project management, but now you are pouring all the way into Put Your Cape Away. Tell us what that is.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Put Your Cape Away is really a movement to help women understand that they do not have to be super moms. They do not have to be super women all the time. And it is okay to put your cape away. Sometimes we just need to focus, not sometimes, most of the time, we need to make sure that we are our number one priority so that we're able to show up in all of our roles as our best self.
And so you noticed a pattern. Talk to us
Yes.
about what happened over the course of the past several years in terms of working moms and just many of the struggles that you noticed.
Yeah, so I think a lot of working moms are struggling to integrate their professional and personal lives. And I think COVID really gave us a glimpse into the way that we can do life. And we don't have to be on this constant wheel of being busy all the time, and that it's okay for us to slow down. And I think a lot of women just need almost that permission to say that it is okay for you to take care of yourself so that you're able to show up for everyone else.
What does that look like? You have an event coming up. Let's see,
Yes,
it's coming up on the June 23rd, and it will be at the
23rd.
Capen House, and it's a Journey
Yes.
to Joy, the Put Your Cape Away launch event. So
Yes.
what's gonna happen here at this launch party, and what does it look like to strategically put your cape away? Like what does it look different for different people, or is it just a
Yes.
different way of approaching everyday life?
Yeah, so it definitely looks different for everyone. And one of the things that I like to tell women is to figure out what brings you joy and then find a way to incorporate that into your day every single day. Self care and joy should not be something that you put aside and only wait until Mother's Day to be
Mm-hmm.
able to do all of the things that you want to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
really daily work, and it doesn't have to be this big event that you just wait to do a spa day or to go on a luxurious vacation. It could be as simple as just savoring your cup of coffee in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. So
Mm-hmm.
just really want to encourage women to practice self-care every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And for the launch event, so super excited, is the Put Your Cape Away launch event. Like you said, it's going to be at the Cape and House. It is a ticketed event, and we will have a panel of very influential women in the community sharing their mom story and how it has been for them as working moms. It's also going to be a brunch event. So, just a really great opportunity for moms to commune with each other and have a really, really awesome time and obviously learn more about Put Your Cape Away and our mission.
Why are more resources needed to help support working moms? And we talk about a working mom, but when we say working mom, it's not necessarily someone who's going to an office, because every
Yeah.
mom is a working mom, whether they're going to an
Yep.
office or staying at home. I've never met a
Yeah.
mom who does not work. We are working all the time. So this is
24/7.
for any mom.
Yes. Yes, yes. Um, so I think for, like you said, for working mom, everyone is a working mom. So it's really about how do you put yourself back into the center of your life and realize that you are the person that makes everything run. So you really have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. You're making sure that your cup is filled first, not what's left over after you've already served and taken care of everyone else, but knowing that you are the center of it all. You have to take care of yourself so that you can show up in a way that is the quality of what you want to give to the people that you love the most.
Mm-hmm. And so you're looking forward to providing coaching services, educational
Yes.
services, and resources, as well as events like this launch event. So it's building a support network for moms essentially. And how does it differ from, say, the other day we talked to a licensed counselor about maternal mental health and a lot of those issues that are,
Mhm.
prenatal, postnatal, and just that journey of not just taking care of your physical health, but your mental health. How does Put Your Cape Away differ in that, or does it incorporate mental health? Is that part of the component, or how would you describe it?
Yeah, so I really think about it from a mindfulness approach. And I am someone that really believes in mindfulness practices. So whether that be journaling, yoga, spending time with yourself, being present in each moment. And that's really going to be the underlying pin to all of the services that we offer is really getting in tune with yourself, making sure that you're good from a mental perspective, from a physical perspective, so that you are able to give to everyone else. So from a mental health perspective, I think it's really important for moms to really understand themselves, get take the time to get to know themselves. Also, being very, very present in the moment. I was sharing this with someone recently
Mm-hmm.
that my girls are growing up. One of them is probably going to be heading off to college soon. And over the last few years, I have really, really been focusing on being present in
Yes.
each moment. And I really think that that goes a long, long, long way.
Mm-hmm. And a mom once told me that the saying goes, the years taught us what the days never knew. And you see many successful women nearing the end of their careers, and they ask, sometimes they're asked, what do you wish you could change, or what do you regret most? And a
Yeah.
lot of them talk about how they wish they could have put more time into that motherhood aspect,
Yeah.
and gotten more time with the children. So like you said, the mindfulness practice, it is really something you have to practice, because before you know it, years have gone by, and then maybe, like you said, you're looking at it like, oh, I wish I'd done this or done that. So
Yeah.
you're giving people strategies on how to make that happen on a day-to-day basis.
100%. So I share tips in terms of what has worked for me and what has worked for other moms that I speak with all the time. And it's really when you wake up in the morning, before you figure out what everyone else needs from you, just taking some time to say, what do I need today in this moment? And for some people, it may be, I just need 5 minutes by myself. I just want to drink my coffee while it's hot. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to go to the bathroom by myself. So, whatever it is, figuring that out first and then continuing to build on that.
Mm-hmm. And so, who are you inviting to come out to the event on June 23rd? Are you looking for
Yes.
new moms, expectant moms, grandmoms? Tell us about, who should be getting these tickets and coming out.
I really think all moms because there is so much value in us just getting together and hearing each other's story and meeting people that are outside of your immediate network and getting different perspectives because all moms do things a little bit differently and even if you get one nugget from another mom that can help you along this journey, I think it will be worth it. So
Mm-hmm.
anyone that is a mom that can share in this experience with all of us, you should definitely get your ticket to come out to the launch event on June 23rd. It's going to be a fantastic time.
Awesome. And so we can go to putyourcapeaway.com, and we can
Yes.
contact you at info@putyourcapeaway.com. So looking forward to that and many more things to come from Uzina and Put Your Cape Away. Certainly a great resource for moms out there looking for that extra support and coaching. So we appreciate you joining us this morning and talking about this topic, and hopefully we can talk about more later.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, Bridget.
Thanks, Zena. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. So there you have it. That's Journey to Joy, the Put Your Cape Away launch event. That's coming up June 23rd at Capon House from 12 to 4. And so we want to tell you about a little bit more good news this morning. A school employee saved a student, and she's actually come to the rescue more than once. But Catherine Silver has this sweet story.
It was just like any other Monday, lunchtime at Timber Springs Middle School.
Next thing you know, I hear one of my coworkers yelling out for my name. What's going on? I look over to the side and I see my friend Calvin.
6th grader Calvin Abura was choking.
It's stuck in my throat. So I patted the person right next to me and they started yelling out for help because I was choking. And that's when Miss Arroyo came to the rescue and started performing like medical techniques on me.
I see mozzarella sticks, like cheese sticks. They were fried mozzarella stick, and that obviously must have been what it was. I just go ahead and start patting him in the back. At that moment, I was in the zone, and it was just me and him. Forget about the 300 or something kids in there.
It sounds like it probably felt like forever. How long do you think it actually was?
Probably like maybe 30 seconds, if that, but it did feel like an eternity. There's no time limit to someone's life.
When there's a life on the line, every second matters. And when we met Calvin and Janira Arroyo, we learned about this timing.
I just got CPR recertified about 2 weeks prior.
Wow.
So
CPR. So just all the more reason, get those CPR lessons. You never know when it's going to come in handy. But we will have more breakfast tomorrow at 7:30 on our Finally Friday. Up next is Weather Wise with meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. Take care.